We have a lot to talk about today. First of all, it's great to be here at the new Siemens Healthineers Experience Center in Charlotte, North Carolina, at their new ERCAD facility. It's a beautiful space where both of our companies have investments, and I think a lot of the future innovation in healthcare is going to start here in many cases. And so it's very exciting to be here. And we're just wrapping up 2 days of discussions between our two companies on how we can work together on the future of healthcare. So a lot to talk about. But before we get into that, I'd be curious to see what your thoughts are on where healthcare is going and how the fusion of these different technologies comes together to advance that.
Let's say there are two big trends, which are more coming from the patient need and the provider need. I think on the patient need, and the main diseases are cancer, cardiovascular diseases, right, including stroke and neurodegenerative diseases. And typically what these diseases have in common is that they need very much personalized treatment. Mm-hmm. And personalized treatment means, on the one hand, you need to have the best possible understanding of that very patient.
Right.
Yeah. And then ideally you do the best possible and targeted treatment. And that is why I believe that this combination of strength in imaging and then having digitalization and AI to translate this kind of Google Maps we create of the human body into therapeutic procedures, which in the maybe exceptional case of radiation oncology we do ourselves, right? In many others, it is topics which especially Medtronic addresses, in cardiology and so on and so on. Making this translation is becoming more and more and more important. And I think the second big trend is that you need to do this personalization of treatment at scale, so that you can treat more patients in a world which suffers from staff shortage and where financial resources are limited. So in this democratization, this making the whole procedure easier, I think this is where the future lies, and this is where our companies can really make a big difference by working together.
Imaging companies like yourselves and some of your competitors, therapy companies like ourselves and our competitors, we've been around a while. And I'm now seeing these companies, these therapy companies and the diagnostic imaging focused companies starting to come together a little bit more and partner. What do you think? Maybe I'll ask it two different ways. Why now? And what do you think has held us back from this in the past? Because it still feels in many cases, Medtronic has a point therapy, Siemens Healthineers has a point diagnostic imaging, and they're not as integrated as they could be, but more and more lately you're starting to see it. So why now, and what's held us back?
On the one hand, I think it's technological progress on both sides. And this comes in two flavors. I think the technological progress is that imaging gets better and better and better. So and at the same time, the therapies get more and more targeted, more and more precise, and so on and so on. So that just eyeballing the therapy is not really doing the trick. But the other aspect is that with AI and digitalizations, what kind of software capabilities we can translate the imaging information much better directly into help to avoid the therapy. So, and I think this is new, so that this necessity is there, or the opportunity is there. So it's a mix of necessity and opportunity.
In my opinion, you nailed it when I said, why now? I do think it's the AI. Imaging's better, the therapies are better, but the AI to, at scale, interpret the images and help guide the procedure, personalize the therapy at scale is a game changer that I think makes these type of collaborations all the more important. And I think the opportunity is immense. And look, I'll end by saying it is a great time. As many challenges as there is in healthcare right now, everybody talks about cost pressure. It is a great time to be in healthcare, in my opinion, because of the innovation and biomedical engineering, imaging technology, and then you add robotics and AI to the equation. I like to say we're putting the tech into med tech now. All this coming together, the possibilities are endless for all of our stakeholders, like for the patients, for our physician customers, our hospital C-suite customers, our employees, our shareholders. I think, it's an exciting time over the next 10, 20 years here.
Absolutely. Fully agree.
And I look forward to, building on our partnership and collaborating and, coming out the other side with some really innovative technology. So thanks, Bernd. Really appreciate it. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.